said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So USC's offense will get the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop him. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the Auburn Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Strachan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Simmons. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll try it over the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lions. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Wormley. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Makes the quick grab. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make the move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Mayala. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up 14 over NC State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
The hurry up now, second down, caught kicking. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Jordan. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Cobb.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Strachan. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking for space. It's Cobb. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Line gets set. First down. Here's the handoff. Look out. He's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds his man. It's Strachan. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyons. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any... Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Auburn! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 38 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers are on the move. To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they...
Sprinting away! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Strachan. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Works the middle of the field. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So here comes the Auburn offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Clock continues to run and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The sure hands, it's Kane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 13 over NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Mayava. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.